Okay, welcome back again, all participants, to the second day of Second Digital Media and Publishing Summit. We have Maziko Kamalabatin here. Hello, Masiko.
Hello.
Hi, how are you, Mas?
I'm good. I'm doing good. How are you, Melissa?
I'm doing great. Also, thank you very much for being here, Maziko. But before we begin the session, I want to introduce you to all participants. Is it okay? Yeah.
Yes,
All
please.
right. So, all participants, we have Maziko Kamalabatin here, a country manager, Pops Worldwide Indonesia, with over 15 years experience in a variety of industry ranging from OTT news content aggregator, OTT video aggregator, OTT music streaming and a music label across both startup and enterprise corporate. Solid experience in TMT industry, experience working in two biggest technology companies, Tencent and Alibaba, and he is a specialist of building and scaling up startup company. 0 to 1 experience on mobile applications growth several times in Indonesia. Deep market insight for content businesses from article, music, and video. Since 2020, Maziko has joined Pops Worldwide as a country manager of Pops Indonesia. With impressive and extensive experience, Maziko has created great opportunities to expand awareness and partnerships with brands, artists, and content creators, which built up Pops to a strong position in the Indonesian market that they are today. So we are very happy to have you here, Maziko. And in this session, you are going to talk about from KOL to KEL, how influencer marketing should redefine itself. The screen is yours, Maziko. Silahkan dimulai.
Okay. Thank you, Melissa. Hi, everyone. Allow me introduce myself. Like Melissa said, my name is Zico. Currently, I'm working for Pops Worldwide Indonesia. So, Pops Worldwide, we just launched our service in Indonesia in September 2020. And now we grow significant fast in 1 year. Now from 3 people in September, now we already have more than 40 people working in POPs. We already collaborate and onboard multiple content creator to our network. From entertainment category, we have Nikita Willy, we have Titi Kamal, we have Luna Maya and Marian with the TS Media. And in music, we have Eric Sukamti, we have DJ Desa, and also we expand our category to esport, while we also have the Onyx Esport who just won Mobile Premier League MPL in 2021, and also Alter Ego Esport. So today, my topic is E is the new O, how influencer marketing should redefine itself. To explain what happened about POPs, basically, and I have a short period time to explain about POPs. I think this is the appropriate way to explain about POPs. If we see Indonesia video ecosystem, we can see we can divide it from the content production, content operator, and content distribution. In content production, in Pops Vietnam, we have our Pops Comic Studio, and basically Pops main bread and butter business in the content operator. We are MCN, so if the music have the label, musician have the organization to accommodate them, it's called label. But YouTuber, the organization to accommodate them is they call it MCN. In Indonesia, similar like famous ID DRM, if you know, or like Cumi Cumi and so on. And also we have the business like the KOL management, similar like Gush Cloud, one of the oldest KOL management in Indonesia. And what make us different comparing to other player is we have our own OTT, will be launched in Q3 this year. So the OTT is basically similar like RCTI Plus, video, WeTV and so on, but our business model more to RCTI Plus, which is AVOD content. So let's go to the topic. 89% of the marketers say ROI from influencer marketing is comparable to or better than the other marketing channel. While 80% of marketers find influencer marketing as an effective channel to achieve their business goal. It's very makes sense because influencer marketing is more native and more digital approach. If we remember back then, all the brands still focus on TVC. The cost of TVC is very expensive. The production cost, the TV slot, the TV spot, and so on. And also, brands tend to, it's difficult to measure the ROI. Also, it's difficult to talk with the audience because they only can predict how to talk with the audience. While if you're using the influencer marketing, it's a native. So in one brief, you can have multiple content from the content creator or from the KOL or from the influencer who know better talk with their audience. They can produce the content based on their how they communicate with their audience, and then it more makes effective. And based on Influencer Marketing Hub, for every $1, business are making $5.2, and 30% of the business make $20 more, and most of the company get the positive result from the influencer marketing. That's the bright side, but also we know we also have the dark side in the influencer marketing business. Despite of a huge supply of the influencer, 60% of the marketers still consider difficult to finding relevant influencer for their campaign. Although right now we have a lot of platform, database, and tools, many marketers still struggling to identify what kind of influencer is suitable for their campaign, or what kind of influencer is suitable for their brand persona, and it's quite challenging and frustrating from the brand perspective. And actually, that's a reason for that. The reason is many marketers want to jump straight from brand awareness to brand conversion in one influencer campaign. So what the brand marketer expect is brand awareness, brand conversion. But what actually we should do, from brand awareness, we go to credibility, and then we go to consideration, and then the funneling, the end funnel goes to brand conversion. And marketers are often too confident about their product. Of course, they are the marketers. Of course, they are the brand manager. And they think they have the good product, and they only need the amplification from the influencer will do the whole trick. It will be easier for electronic or car who have a new feature, who have a new USP, if to do this. But if we're talking about FMCG, if we're talking about e-commerce, if we're talking about RDP and so on, well, no USP for every new product. So the marketers need to know that product knowledge and the product journey, like customer journey from the brand awareness to brand acquisition is need process. So I have some question to the audience. Which of customer journey below can influencer brand which of customer journey below can influencer help your brand most effectively? B, C, Mika, B, and C. B, anyone? Okay. So the correct answer is B and C. So the influencer marketing will be help your brand into this two phase actually. So by understanding how the customer journey, we can make the influencer marketing stronger. One, brand awareness. Brand awareness mostly controlled by the marketers. So the marketers need to providing useful and relevant information about the brands. And then we go to brand credibility and brand consideration. This mostly controlled by the influencer. And also half part is controlled by the brand also. By providing the useful and relevant evidence that support the brand equality claims, will be helpful to give a better content and will be have a stronger impact delivered through the experience. And then, of course, our final goal to the brand conversion is mostly controlled by the consumer after convinced by the brand what is good and what is relevant for to them. So as customer ourselves, which one we will choose? Influencer A. In my opinion, this brand is very good for you, or influencer B. Based on my experience, this brand it's good for me. Therefore, it should also good to be. It's also should be good for you too. For me, of course, I go to B because the influencer is already do the dirty work. They already know the pros and cons, and they already experience it using the brands. So opinion is good, but experience is matter. Experience bigger than opinion. So KEL or key experience leader, KEL is trusted more by the audience versus the KOL because they provide more accurate and relevant information about the brand based on their real experience instead of just opinion. KEL will give you more complete customer journey by building your awareness, credibility, consideration, and also conversion. They also can help you to become your loyalist and become your be on your side during crisis, and helps your brand to build the community. While KOL, most of them only give you awareness and credibility. Yes, I think all the brand now should go to KEL instead of the KOL, sorry. It's very simple logic why we go to the KEL. Let's admit, all the influencers have the ability to create content better than most of us. The more influencer understand the brand, how the benefit and brand works, the more genuine and interesting the content will become. So help the influencer to help you. How is it? One, give them proper knowledge about the brand, the pros and the cons, not only the pros, but also the cons. Two, provide them proper time to learn and experience about the brand. Not you give them the brief on Monday and then you ask the content on Wednesday. You should give them more time, proper time to learn, to experience about your brand, about your content, about your product, and so on. And then 3, answer the question about the brand. Therefore, in Pops, we just not work with the influencer for the campaign, but we also help them to become a creators. How we works in Pops, brands goes to Pops. Pops, we pick our KL, so we help them from the ideation to the production, and then after the production, we optimize the content to have a better result, and then the end result, we give the evaluation to the brands and also to the KL, what we need to improve, what is the learning. So when we have another campaign, we have a better result comparing to the previous one. And we always encourage our KL to learn about the brand they promote and experience it. And they can ask everything to the brand through the Pops, and we will ask it to the client how these products, the pros and cons, and so on. This is some of our happy KL. We have the Nikita Willy Rizky Replay, one of the famous animation, Titi Kamal and Tian, RS Sukanti, Wow Entertainment, and so on. By shifting from KOL to KL, you elevate the influencer marketing game. And I think right now, all the brands need to start to redefine their mindset, how to using the KOL. Not only want to posting what specifically brand wants, but they also need to give more time to the KL so the KL can give best experience using their product, so the result will be good. I think that's all from me. Thanks for joining this session. Good afternoon. Stay safe, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, Mas Ziko Kamalabatin, a Country Manager Pops Worldwide Indonesia. Terima kasih untuk presentasinya, Mas. Menarik sekali. Wah, saya jadi pengen jadi YouTuber juga nih. Anyway, thank you so much, Mas Ziko. See you next time, ya.
Thank you, Melissa. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. All right. Let's move into the next session, everyone.